well, right, what's up, guys? Please sound here. If I come, shoot that dragon kingdom. Now this is a game. I've seen a few YouTubers play. But only a little bit of it. I'm not completely wet. Just like a bit of candy. Let me show you. But I can't. It's just that hot. So I can't really yell as that. Besides this, I must wait the more. Just a disclaimer. This could put a lot ready. Because this game is long. And I put it to bit of one cent. Well, I just tried to. Yeah. I'm gonna try to give it a 1 cent. See how that goes. Okay, you can. But yeah, I want to see how it goes. I've seen extra YouTubers play, but a little bit. Only a little bit of gameplay. It's better to start and better at the end. But I am not about this game. It's that it's emotional. This is about a family. But child, there's still some, I think. But child go through cancer. And how they felt about it. How they had to deal with it. And what happened to the child then. I'm very tired. I'm 20. And I was thinking about doing this for 350 subscribers. But I have been thinking off for a while. Because I do not. I mean, I know about this game. But I don't know about playing it. So yeah. That's like my reason. But yeah, it's one. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do this in 1 cent. It could be an hour and a half now. It could be 2 hours. Depending how much you talk. And how much a possibly is that kind of stuff. So, let's start wasting more time. Just start the game. Also, I'm not going to make any jokes about this. Because this is serious. I'll be just showing my absolutely zero to the family. Because this is becoming a true story. This is true. This is not fiction. So I want to show my absolute zero respect to that family. So no joke. So no pretender. Nothing. Just serious. Seriously. And everybody let's start the game. Let's start the game. What's that? Let's start the game. Right on the wall. Ja, das ist bei absolutely stuff. So you could play at the dirt. You have to choose the bread. Then you're supposed to put it for the child. That is not much of the game. This is put in it. This put in eggs below.
Okay guys, give some to Joel. Share with Joel. Yeah.
I can't control the dead boy. How do I go forward?
Oh, don't touch the birds. No. Don't touch the birds. No, they're gross. Yeah.
Oh, I'll just click on it.
Okay. Did you see that one almost bit him?
Okay, stop trying to bug. Stop trying to bug points. Okay.
Here, here's some. Throw this one.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, throw mine.
Look, he's getting yours. Oh, guys, give Joel some bun.
Mom, he threw the whole piece.
Well, Isaac, you gotta give him little pieces. He doesn't understand. Here you go, Joel. Here's a piece. Okay, no, you throw it.
Joel's almost 5, right?
Yeah.
But he can't talk.
It's true.
Yeah.
Reals can talk.
Yeah, no.
Why can't Joel?
Well, Joel got sick right after he turned 1.
Kind of slowed him down a little bit, buddy.
Yeah. So he's just slower than most kids. I think eventually he'll catch up.
You think Joel will read?
Yeah, I think Joel will read eventually.
Well, Isaac, of course. He's just delayed. Because, you know.
Yeah.
Joel's supposed to be a boy. But he's a baby. He's a boy baby.
Yep, he's a boy baby. That's just about right. You know, there's lots of things Joel isn't good at, but there's some things he is good at. What is he good at?
Laughing.
Yeah.
I'm good at making him laugh.
You are good at making him laugh. How do you make him laugh?
I fall down.
Yeah. It's really funny when you fall down.
He's good at showing us what he loves.
Yeah.
I got the book.
What does Joel love? Wawa. In cups, bathtubs, and the warm, wet tongues and the cool fur of Das. And maybe the sweet mois of daily affection. And bye-byes. And blown kisses. And more. Oh, always more. This full list of words. So few words.
I don't want to interrupt anything in this game. Because it is so good. And I don't want to interrupt anything. That's what I'm talking about. So, I'm not going to be talking enough. I just want to experience it. I don't think I should put speed in it. Tree.
Is it time? No, but very soon. Do you think they know? Can they sense it? None of them know. No one ever realizes how short the time is.
That's true. I feel bad for that kid. I feel bad for the family. Just probably going to get emotional. I'm sorry.
What is pain without a word for it? What is hope without a word for it? Who is God? What is joy?
Understand. They will with time. You don't know that.
Just gonna start over.
Who am I to him? Dada.
Okay, Joel, ready? Set? Go! Are you ready? Set?
Such a saint.
Hey babe, just got done at the doctor. Now they think that maybe he's throwing up all the time because he has acid reflux. So they gave me a medication and we can give it to Joel, and they said we have to give it at least 3 full days, but that if he's still throwing up after that, then we can come back. And I mentioned the head tilt thing again, even though they keep saying it's not related, but you always have to mention that one weird outlying thing. So I told them how his head was tilted to the right, but they still say that that's probably not related at all. So I guess we'll just give this a try, and I don't know, I'll tell you more about it when you get home.
feel bad for this kid. Oh God.
Fear is cancer's preservative. Cancer's embalming oil. In you, accuser, the fertility seeds. You're a snake. A serpent. A dragon snuffed out cold with his breath, melt like talons blood, and strip it of yourself down the skin.
This is saddlewood. I'm hospital tent.
Hey, do you want to rock? Okay, let's rock. There we go. Oh, shh, 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 shh.
Sometimes my sister will have to clip. I can't click on anything else. How do I get out of this? Oh,
Hey, babe, I was just thinking, do you ever think maybe Joel can hear better than he's supposed to be able to? Because I know, like, it's supposed to be moderate to severe hearing loss, but sometimes, like today, he hears music playing before I do. So I saw him dancing, and I had to look around to hear that a song was playing. And I just don't, like, if his hearing loss is that bad, I can't imagine. I don't know. I just wonder about it. Anyway, call me later. Bye.
oh. that normal? Elizabeth Kent. Oh my god. I can't click anything. I can't click anything. That's why I'm happy you're still home. There we go. Oh. Mm. Oh. For the black, the kids. Well, I'm supposed to track him over.
Joel.
Oh, what?
Oh, hey. I just wanted to take a shower. Is that okay? Are you okay with Joel? Okay, thanks.
The cluster dwindle. Oh. But I start the stethoscope.
Oh, you look at it. Joel, what's this? What's this one? Here we go, bud.
There's someone at the door. This is sad. I'd have tricked my part. Where am I supposed to go? In here.
Hey, I'm cleaning up eggs again. A dozen eggs on the kitchen floor again. So we have to get a new lock for the fridge. It's so hard to clean up eggs from the floor. Like, they just spread around and they don't come clean no matter what you do. So I was just so frustrated, but you should have seen them together. They were so proud of themselves. Joel and Elijah just sitting there with their eggs. Isaac said he thinks they want to be cookers. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
So, he's trying for a Benedict because he had cancer. The music is creepy.
Hey honey, we're on our way home from the hospital now. So if you wanted to preheat the oven starting in about 30 minutes, that would work and we could throw on that lasagna. Do you know how they celebrate off treatment day? Like when kids are done with their treatments? I guess maybe you don't because you're not in the clinic as much as I am, but on someone's last day, they always bring them a cake and they sing happy off therapy day to you. Anyway, that happened today. I mean, it happens a lot, but today I cried. I just wanted that day so bad, you know? I just we're not ever gonna get that day. If he's better, we won't know that he's better. We don't get a day. Anyway, okay, call me if you can. There's probably traffic, so I could talk on my way home. All right, bye.
I can't believe the thing.
anyone ask the doctor?
Okay, is it just the doctor on call, or is this our doctor? Well, because the on-call doctor is just a resident.
Is there a way we could talk to our doctor? It just seemed like yesterday in clinic they were going to let us go. I just want to know what the plan is.
What was
Who
that?
canceled the treatment?
Isn't it dangerous for him not to get it? I thought he needed that.
I know you're just doing what you're saying, but can I just talk to the doctor that ordered him?
Get top of me. It's so sad. Sabi ko kung ito toy performance na.
Hey, it's you again. I love you, my friend. This is my favorite game. Do you want to see? Watch out, started. You touch it right here, then the big lion comes. You know a scary lion? It's so loud. I can roar just like him. Yeah, hear me roar? Why? Don't be afraid. You might want to cover your ears. Here comes the animal.
That's not.
Pterosaurs is my favorite.
What? I don't know what to say. What is surprising? I love this. I love this place. Oh my God. Am I supposed to click on your book? Click that the action sound. Am I supposed to click on your book? What am I supposed to do with that? Am I just dead? I'm just dead kid. What am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? I am confused. Thought you to stuck in spin. I just kept waking up because I don't know what to do with it. I left the other one, probably tuna.
This terrible routine. Watching you, waiting for you to wake, hoping you will never remember these days of illness and treatment. One day, I'll bring you here, show you your tiny handprints on the wall, and you'll be annoyed that we all think of you as some big miracle. Cancer will be such a small part of all you could grow to be. You will tire of hearing about it. You won't want to see the cards and notes I saved. and I won't mind at all. I'll hold the memories of this hard day. You just leave it behind.
Oh my god. I'll just stay cute again. I have to keep skipping because I keep calling me stupid.
First thing in the morning, the horse checks his email. A new cotton mail. It's the horse's birthday. Farmer Bill made a carrot cake. Farmer Bill races the horse and Farmer Bill wins. My shoes were untied. The horse can type 70 words a minute. Farmer Bill gives the pigs piggyback rides. The cows and the horses get together for cards at night. Those silly ducks take a bubble bath. Farmer Bill asked the horse to take the truck to town. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I saw Farmer Bill doing that. Farmer Bill can control space and time.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
Size matters. If I know how big it is, I can face it. I can size it up.
Cortex. And it's quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy.
guess I have imagined it.
With an ATR
I've
team,
imagined
as
it
soon as you
a
have
lot,
recurrence
but
of any
not like
kind,
this.
It is
It's
fatal.
different. I
It's
thought
only
I
a
would
matter of
sob
time before it
uncontrollably
spreads to several
or
locations.
puke just right on the floor.
We've already
I
thrown
thought
all
I'd
the
shake or
chemotherapy
wail
we
or
have at it.
something.
We can't continue
I
to
guess
give him
this is
chemotherapy that
shock.
we know it's resistant to.
Tragedy, he said. That's right. That's the perfect word for this. It's a tragedy. I wonder if he says that every time. He's crying a little. I love him for that. He's not callous, he's genuinely sad. She is too.
So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
So he's dying. She's genuinely dying.
We're very good at end-of-life care. We're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
How long are we talking about?
Prediction time again. No matter what I say, they'll wish it was longer. But sometimes longer is worse. A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Just have a good emotion.
Is Nick crying?
How long are we talking about?
How am I gonna hold it together now?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
It's been planned.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
And there it is. They get it now.
The MRI?
Sometimes I wish we could just leave them waiting a few more minutes, because once they get this news, their life never goes back to how it was before. Those were their last normal minutes, and they didn't even know it.
Unfortunately, the size isn't terribly important.
I'm glad he's so good at this. He takes the losses so personally. Joel's looking good. He's been making progress, his weight is up, but it's just hard to believe that we only made it halfway through chemotherapy. It was rough at first, but I really started to think that he was gonna make it.
Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy.
They say the same thing.
With an ATRT, as soon as you have a recurrence of any kind, it is fatal. It's only a matter of time before it spreads to several locations. We've already thrown all the chemotherapy we have at it. We can't continue to give him chemotherapy that we know it's resistant to. So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
That's just insane.
I guess I'm going to cry after all because they love us. And they love Joel, and we're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
Oh, miracles are scary.
How long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Science, it's simpler.
Given you a lot to think about
Measure
today.
I give A, and B, and I subtract C, and I get this result, and I can do something to control it. Or at least have the sense that I'm controlling it. But now all we have left is a miracle. And miracles are fickle. They don't always come, and we don't always know why. What if Joel's miracle doesn't come? I hope he lives. I've always hoped. But now I can't do anything but hope. Oh, radiation. At least we can do something. Hope doesn't require signing papers, or driving to hospitals, or holding Joel in my lap. Hope is for something someone else has to do for us. And when doctors can't, well, invisible Jesus
We'll have
must.
some options for you to consider. We're so sorry.
In the movie, I'd be kicking things and throwing chairs through windows. Amy would be sobbing and back against the wall, slowly falling to the ground. I should be yelling. Why am I not yelling?
Thank you. That means a lot.
You're welcome. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
Yama!
They've always been clear. Joel's had a recurrence of his tumor. Well, where is it? How big is it?
Well, it's in the frontal cortex, and it's quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy. With an HCRC, as soon as you have a recurrence of this kind, it is fatal. It is only a matter of time before it spreads to several locations. We have already thrown all the chemotherapy we have at it. Chemotherapy there's no resistance to. So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
We're very good at the end of life care. We're very good at managing pain and masking symptoms at the end of life. How long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
If you say that, I'm going. Just send him home. And trip. Here's some hot videos.
so many things stirring around in my spirit that I have to write, to settle myself, and find God's wisdom in the midst of chaos.
Find God's wisdom.
I'm scared I won't be strong enough to face the things we might have to face in the coming weeks.
I won't be strong enough to face the things.
Then, remember how much grace God gave us to walk out everything we've already faced.
But no matter
I've never felt
much grace God gave it.
And I've never felt
to wrap
alone.
out everything.
So no matter what comes next, and I truly cannot even begin to guess how this will go, I know we will be carried.
So no matter what comes next,
What?
and I truly cannot
Shout
begin.
out.
Because
Look what God is about to do. Watch how he delivers Joel.
And I know we
And
will
at the
be
same
killed.
time,
I put the shot in.
I'm gonna roll up
Look
in
what
a
God is
silent
about to
ball
do.
and wait it
Watch
out
how he delivers
with
Joel.
fear and trembling,
And at the same
so
time,
aware of
I
all
will
my
put up in the
doubts,
silent
but
ball.
yet convinced
It will to end.
that my doubt
Being a trouble.
is
So aware
insignificant
of all of
compared
my
to
doubts.
God's faith.
But yet convinced. I'll sit down when you dance. Where do we go?
Guys, are you ready for bed?
Joel, lay down. Okay. Should we do a song?
Sure.
Okay, big boys, why don't you come in here and we'll sing the littles a lullaby.
I'm tired.
I know, it's bedtime. Ugh, okay. Oh, Elijah, lay down.
Babe, did you even check in his mouth?
Joel, no.
Joel has chicken stuffed in his cheeks from dinner.
That is so disgusting.
Been in there for the last 2 hours.
Oh.
Okay, hold on, I'm trying. Joel, ouch!
Did he just bite you?
Yeah, I think he like just put too much in his mouth so he can't swallow.
He was just saving it for later, babe. Like he needed a midnight snack.
Hey, the little chipmunk.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Bigger version.
You're not supposed to do it.
Do you guys remember when I couldn't even eat?
So, how long will we be in California?
I don't actually know. That's kind of why we're packing up everything, is because if the trial works really well, then maybe we'll stay a week longer.
Nothing possible.
Oh, her expectation is so maddening sometimes. Do you know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor. I seriously feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life, and I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents, supernatural miracles. I envy her.
Just send him home. Show the baby now.
Hop in bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Oh, can you at least tell us a story?
Sure.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the baby knight?
Yes, Joel the baby knight, but he's also Joel the very brave knight. and he was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Because of his tumor?
Mm-hmm.
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
So much fire, you guys.
So, Joel has armor, like a sword and a shield and stuff?
Ooh, or maybe a spear?
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave Sir Joel with his sword and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yeah, it's kind of like help. You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off. Maybe they can go home and they can quit fighting for a while. And the kingdom is safe.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest. And it seemed like the dragon couldn't find him. But just when he thought that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him in the cave.
Well, that dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill dragons.
You're right. A baby can't kill a dragon. But that's the best part of this story. God fights for Joel. So he fights that dragon Cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Well, what about Tim from Church Mom? He died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have grace?
Of course God fought for Tim too. Tim fought so well. And he was so brave and so strong that God let him rest. It may have seemed like the dragon won because Tim died. We know that Tim's in heaven and that he's with God and that God is so proud of him. So maybe for Tim, getting to be done fighting was grace.
Oh my god. Drown. I'm on your thing. Bon appétit.
Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help with anything.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning!
Well, you're missing your oars! And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this! Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay.
He's not drunk.
I'm sure my expectation looks like denial. But seeing Joel dying does not make me any less certain that he will be. In some ways, I feel more certain. Not because the same doubts don't come to me, but because I know that they will not be entertained much longer. Because this chapter is almost finished. And he will have an ending one way or the other. So the doubts and fears that make me reaffirm that even if I'm wrong, this is where I stand, become less and less powerful.
Oh my god. Oh god. She actually surfing. What am I supposed to do? Come on, man. What am I supposed to do? Oh. The Hell Tracer. I think we're getting close to the end.
Huh. The sunset looks pretty from here. The orange glow cast on the wall. Better than the muted colors of this hospital. I wonder why they choose blues and greens. They, the ones who choose the colors that heal. Green for life. Blue
For comfort, purple stripes to hide the stains. This chair is too small and sticks to my skin. I hate vinyl. Blue, purple. The ocean, maybe? No, under the ocean. Silent, warm, and salty, like tears. He won't stop crying. I don't blame him. He feels miserable. I hate that we're here. I hate that he's sick. I just want him to feel better.
I keep feeling bad for him.
Shh, 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 shh. It's okay, Jolie. Shh. Oh, don't throw your head, buddy. Don't. Here we go. Bouncing around. Do you like that? Oh, I love your giggle. Bounce around. Is that funny? A bounce, a bounce, a bounce, bounce, bounce. Well, he won't stop crying.
Just not the game.
I'm hungry. I wonder if he's hungry.
That's just fun, isn't it?
He's screaming louder. Buddy, don't you want juice? He hits the box. I don't catch it.
He's dying.
He drinks it greedily. Big, deep gulps. Okay, Jolie, that's enough. Breathe, kiddo. And he does. And I wipe his face of snot and tears and juice. And then he vomits. And I catch it. I always catch it. I know you're thirsty, buddy, but you'll throw it up. No, don't grab too hard. You'll squirt all the juice out. Here, let me have it. It's so late, Joel. Lay down. I can't hold you. I can't make you feel better. Shh. Shh. Okay, buddy. Okay, I'll hold you. Shh. Shh. Oh, Joel Bug. You look so miserable. No! Don't hit your head on the bars, Joel. Joel! I know you're mad. Please stop. Please. Stop.
Oh my god.
I shake. I weep. I pray. I plead. I need peace. I am empty. You are. I don't know all that you are. You are there. I want you here. I want you to call my son. I cannot. And you've brought us this far. He's still here, not dead, not there, with you. Oh God, I want him here with me. Please. Peace. He sleeps. Thank you.
Oh my God. This game is insane. Peace, be still.
There's a story in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples are on a boat. And a furious storm hits the sea, and everyone thinks they're gonna die. And where do you think Jesus is? Rowing alongside them? No. He's asleep in the back of the boat. So his disciples are freaking out and wake him up, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" So Jesus gets up and he says to the storm, "Quiet, be still." And the sea becomes completely calm. Then he asks his disciples why they are so scared and if they have any faith at all. Like he was frustrated with them. Because even though Jesus said, "Let's go to the other side of the lake," his disciples thought he was going to just let them die. So Joel died. Everyone does eventually, I suppose. But more than that, if he does die, will Jesus even care? Will he weep for him as he did for Lazarus? Will he weep for me? I think greater than my fear of death is that of insignificance. Or rather, my default assumption is that my thoughts and passions and loves and the stuff of my being are insignificant. How could the creator of all that is and ever was love my son as he did Lazarus? And could my soul stranded on this blue raft awash in a sea of stars, ice, and dust matter enough to him to turn his hand in mercy? Even while Jesus wept for Lazarus, 5 minutes later he raised Lazarus from the dead.
I'm sorry. I should have known we'd both end up in the same place. We always do. It just scares me every time. I just really believe he'll be healed. I know you believe too, just when you act like that, I get all unsure.
I don't know that.
What do you mean?
I just hope that. But I don't know.
This is so sad. The type of gun.
Alright, kids, you know what time it is.
Está habit. Vai se com besta.